Hello students, today's topic we are discussing about sewage treatment plant. So what is sewage? The excretory materials released with the help or by human beings, that is nothing but sewage. Who is removing it out? Human beings. And if it is being excreted by human beings, then it must be very harmful. You all know. We are releasing out, we are washing animals or cows in rivers, oceans, we are washing clothes, some of them are washing clothes too. So it is releasing chemicals, it is releasing harmful substances. So it is nothing but excretory substances known as excreta, which is released by human beings. And because it is harmful, we need to treat them. So overall it is known as sewage treatment plant. Next point, it is a major component of human excreta. Why it is major component of human excreta? Because most of the time, 90% of time, it is being released by human beings. So it is major component of human excreta. Next point, it is made up of two things. First is organic matter and the next is microbes. Organic matter and microbes together constitute a very harmful substance known as excreta, which is excreted by human beings. Because it is very harmful, so we can also call it as pathogenic. उसको क्या बोल सकते हैं? Pathogenic. कौन दो चीज़ों से बना है वो? First is organic matter और microbes. Because it is pathogenic, harmful है, तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? We have to treat them. We have to filter it out such that it does not become pathogenic, such that वो environment में ना जाए. अगर environment में जाएगा, then it will be harmful to us only, because we are respiring, we are taking oxygen. So at last it is disturbing our environment. So it is necessary to treat them. For that, there are various types of treatment, namely two treatments: primary treatment and secondary treatment. In this video, we will be discussing only about primary treatment. Now, if I am talking about this whole excretory system secreted by human beings, which is very hard to dispose. It is pathogenic, but now it is very hard to dispose. It requires many more levels, it requires many more things to do. That's why it is very, or it cannot be disposed easily. For that, now what we'll do, it will be disposed of by using the organisms, because we are discussing chapter 10, microbes in human welfare. Everywhere you will see the role of organisms. So here also microorganisms will play important role. But which type of microorganisms? Heterotrophic microorganisms. Which type of microorganisms? Heterotrophic. Now question mark, what is heterotrophic microorganisms? Here you know there is one thing very important present in excreta: organic matter and organisms. So this particular microorganisms, those who are heterotrophic, they will derive their nutrition from organic matter. From where? Organic matter. और वो organic matter कहाँ पे present है? That is present in human excreta. अगर वो ऑर्गेनिक मैटर को ऑर्गेनिजम्स कंज्यूम करता रहेगा तो ये जो पैथोजेनिसिटी है वो क्या होती जाएगी? डिक्रीज होती जाएगी. द डिक्रीज्ड पैथोजेनिसिटी, इट विल बी लेस हार्मफुल टू द एनवायरनमेंट, इट विल बी लेस हार्मफुल टू ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. सो अगेन, ऑर्गेनिजम्स which are heterotrophic in nature. Mostly heterotrophic organisms means क्या? They are photosynthetic in nature, means they utilize something and they make their own food. Sometimes they can take or they can feed on something. तो यहाँ पे वो अपने आप से नहीं बना सकेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे already organic matter present है. तो वो क्या करेगा? They will derive nutrition from already present organic matter. और वो कहाँ पे present है? हमारे human beings के excreta में. So by this method also we can do treatment, but more and more applications are required because it is hard to dispose. So we'll discuss about two types of treatment: primary treatment and secondary. First we'll go with primary treatment, which is also known as physical treatment. Now this primary treatment, how it's done? Very first point, we'll do floating derbies. जो भी derbies जो float कर रहे हैं, those who are floating, फर्स्ट हम उनको रिमूव कर देंगे. वॉट एवर डर्बीज जो हम लोग देख सकते हैं, वी कैन सी विथ अवर नेकेड आइज दैट डर्बीज For example, here the derbies are floating. We'll remove it out. Then our very simple step is over. We can remove the derbies easily. Second point. Now those derbies which are present inside that excreta, it is very hard to remove. For that we have to move for filtration. That is the second point, and then sedimentation. अभी filtration हम कैसे करेंगे? We will keep a filter. You can see here the figure. This is filter. This filter will retain. वो क्या करेगा? Retain करेगा. किसको retain करेगा? तो molecules which are larger than the pore size. Molecules which are larger than the pore size. For example, this particular is the pore size of my filter. तो ये पोर में से वो पास आउट नहीं हो सकेगा, इसलिए वो कहाँ रह जाएगा? बाहर. अगर वो फिल्टर के बाहर रह जाएगा उसको हम लोग बोलेंगे रिटेंशन. वी हैव टू कॉल इट रिटेन और रिटेंशन. सो फिल्टर which is helping to remove the particles which are larger than its pore size, it is known as filtration. So second step ने हमें क्या कर दिया कि जो बहुत ही बड़े particles थे उसको हमने remove कर दिया. अभी क्या बचा है? Still the particles are there. So we have to do the third step, last step of primary treatment, that is known as sedimentation. So this sedimentation, how it's done? We have to put this all the excreta in one particular vessel, where after doing filtration, whatever you will get, in that it will be divided into three parts. The lowest part is our primary sludge. In between area, it is known as grit और soil plus pebbles. जो sludge से थोड़े कम वजनदार है तो वो बीच में रहेंगे soil plus pebbles. उसके ऊपर which is very light in weight, it is known as effluent. But pore size of effluent is lower than filter. So वो लोग pass out तो हो गए लेकिन very lighter than the sludge. स्लज से बहुत ही कम वेट के है, इसलिए वो लोग कहाँ पे है? अपर मोस्ट पोजिशन. एफ्लुएंट, ग्रीट एंड स्लज. सो हियर वी आर डन विथ अवर प्राइमरी ट्रीटमेंट एंड दिस प्राइमरी ट्रीटमेंट इज ऑल्सो नॉन एज फिजिकल ट्रीटमेंट. प्राइमरी ट्रीटमेंट को और क्या कहा जा सकता है? फिजिकल ट्रीटमेंट. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट एंड प्राइमरी ट्रीटमेंट. सो थैंक यू सो मच.